Welcome guys, welcome. We're back with Distant Worlds 2. Now I've played a couple of sessions actually over on the Slytherin channel, so we're sort of a little bit beyond where we were last time with this particular game. So just as a quick recap, we are playing as the Haarkonish, and the Haarkonish are a trading nation. They've only just been fleshed out, just came out about a week ago. In fact, I think at time of recording, if you don't have the game, grab it, because it is, if I go to Steam Powered, let's have a look and see. I think it's 65% off or something at the moment. Let's have a quick look and see, because, yeah, 65% off. If you don't have it, even just grab the base game. There was a question the other day where someone was asking, like, you know, should I get this and or the DLC? Look, just having a quick look at this one, I would recommend, if you've never played it before, definitely grab the base game. It's an incredible game, and like, it's just amazing. Like, the game is phenomenal. What does it rate now? This is interesting. It's now become very positive. This is where it should be. It should have been very positive right from the start, to be honest. If the game had released in early access and then sort of became launched maybe, you know, sort of 6 months ago or something. Whoops, hang on. What's this one here? Remind me later. Don't want to. Oh God, what's all this crap? Anyway, this very positive is where the game should be. It's sort of funny because even just a couple of weeks ago, this was actually on mixed. And with this new update, they've actually really addressed a lot of the, I guess, the issues that people had with not understanding why certain things were happening in the game, and they've actually been able to it's just such a brilliant idea the way that they've actually done this one, is just to allow people access to see in very almost granular terms, you know, like in the little pop-ups, the actual, you know, what is actually causing, you know, the game to play a certain way because of your settings with automation, allowing you to then change them on the fly, which you can do anyway. But when I used to look at the comments, it was, I just found that people just were not, even people who played it, like you'd look at the reviews and you'd be thinking, wow, you've played it for like 100 hours and you still don't know about the automation properly, you know, like it's sort of, it's funny that, talking about that, put my hand up here, I didn't know about one of the automation settings. If you were watching this the last time, I was actually having a lot of troubles with my fleets where they would revert back to defense fleets. And what that actually is that there's new automation settings with this version of the game. And I didn't realize that, but if I go to my first fleet, this should be an attack fleet, and it is. You see the fleet template there is attack fleet. Second will be attack fleet. The third will be an attack fleet. So these are all what they're supposed to be. The fourth is an invasion fleet. The fifth is a raiding force. The sixth is another attack fleet. Yet most of them are on defense. So they've actually been given the fleet role of defend. So a lot of these are actually defending regions of space, and even though they're attack fleets, I like to play it that way, where I set up my like different scales of fleets and then use them in varying roles. But the game by default, if you go back into the policies, this is actually where the automation settings are. I didn't realize that there actually was a new automation setting. If I just go down to fleets, you can access this from just your standard advisors and automation, but if I go down to fleets down through here, at least it'll be nice and succinct. I like to play with everything on manual when I'm playing all the fleet formation stuff. I like all this to be on manual for me. So the actual fleet formations themselves I like to control. The fleet ship management, so the automatic pop-ups, I like to be controlling what happens with that. The upgrade fleet templates, this is the new one. And so this one here will actually change the fleet template for your fleet to match the role that you want it to play. And so this is really good for the AI to be able to then sort of flick around and sort of change things on the fly. But in my case, I really wanted to keep control of what I was doing. And so in that case, that was on automatic because it was new. It's new to the game. So that was actually something where I wasn't looking at the automation. So just to sort of put my hand up there as to what was going on there. So that's actually a new one that's coming back in. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about where we are. Hi, Muzzle Paint, how are you going? Should have definitely been early access. I think if it had been early access, the actual overall score for the game would be much, much higher. And it's sort of funny because, I mean, a lot of people actually rely on what people are saying about the game, those Steam reviews, to as a guide to how good they think the game is. And in this case, it's wildly off. It is just so wildly off. It's just such an amazing game. Anyway, we've got an agent that's been detected after failing to steal the territory map of the famous Polymathia. Fortunately, they were able to escape. We've hardly got any spies left, actually. I'm just going to quickly go through, have a quick look at the spies. I've only got one. I'm going to put this one on manual. What's your skill set? Not very much at all. I'm going to change this one to manual for now until I get more. Most of our spies have been captured, and we'll talk about that in this episode. We're going to get them back. We're going to rescue them. Well, we hope we will. It's going to take some time, though. So if we just go across, we definitely don't want to dismiss them. We've got to keep on going back in. Target Empire. And so we're just going to go into mission type counterintelligence and assign the mission. And this will be basically what they'll then do, just to try to stop other agents coming in against us. So let's talk about what we're up to right now. We are the Haarkonish in this region of space and through here. We have a trade arrangement with most of our neighbours now, and we're playing as a mercantile guild, but the Haarkonish have got like a way of cornering markets, and that's what we're going to be. We're going to be really clamping down on one of these arrangements we have, because we want to actually make sure that we get even more stuff in what we're going to be doing right now. And so what we end up having is we've got this these are the reptilians back down through this other side. They've been a bit of they did declare war against us. It didn't last very long, but we had to basically we lost the war, and that was in the early part of the game. That is not going to happen again. I hope not anyway. We've now just got our long-range scanners, and I'm just watching them pop up now. The white areas that you're sort of seeing on the screen here are the long-range scanners. We'll start to see them. We've even got like something over here where we can start to see things happening now around space. This is going to be important for us. We're going to need more and more of these. Hi Quark, how are you going? Quark, you actually got captured. We'll talk about that. You weren't in the chat at the time, so you didn't get banned, but you should have been. You were one of the last ones to be captured. And Orangutans says subscribe. Thank you very much for that. Orangutans very, very much appreciating, saying Merry Weekend, Miss. Thank you. So I'll actually be gone right on Christmas, just for a few days. It's our wedding anniversary, so we're going down to where we got married, and just going to spend a few days down there. Will attack the Artuk be a good summary for this stream? Yes, it is actually. It is. Yes, it's sort of not just an attack though. It's an attack with. I guess it's a bit obscure, the message, the actual title that I gave this one, because we're going to the Artuk over here. This is actually a group that we also have a trade with. We've actually just started spying on them, and in fact, so Mark saying you can ban me now for 30 minutes. No, look, you weren't in here, so that's actually so we're not going. We won't do that one. Yeah, so Orangutan saying congratulations, have a great anniversary. Yeah, no, it'll be. I mean, we're leaving right on Christmas, basically. So right on Christmas Day, but that's sort of like the day before for the rest of you guys. And then we're back sort of like at the end of, like after about a week. So it should be good. Anyway, so I won't ban you, Quark. I did look for you, though. So Orangutans has redeemed a custom reward. A new ship, please. Well, I think what I'll do, Orangutans, is I'm going to give you the new ship which is on its way. So we've got a ship hidden away in here, which is very close to being constructed. So this one in through here. There's a whole lot of hive ships in around this other side, but we do actually have a guy which is putting this one together. So this is actually on its way. We can't change its name just yet. We don't have it just yet. It's still got 3 destroyed components in the general slots, but it's very close to actually coming good. So I'll give you this one when this one becomes available. But this will be a heavy carrier. There's nothing like this in the game. This is just wildly strong. The reason also that we've actually got so much happening in through here with the money going like so negative is because This is the last ship of a ship graveyard. These are extremely advanced ships, and so we'll be bringing this one online very, very soon. I was hoping it would be online for these invasions, but I will actually give you that one there. It's a pretty cool ship, that one. Can I be named after another ship, please? No escort. There is one other ship. Sorry, if you do want to have another ship, the next ship in line to be considered to be a good one is, if I go back to my first fleet. My first fleet is coming back at the moment, ready to, and when they arrive, we're going to then start the action against the Haarkonish. But the first fleet here is moving back. Now, I've already named the Tailsly Fox and the Began Fast Cruiser back and through here. These are also from that particular one, but I do actually have the Fleet Destroyer here as well, which is also very, very strong. So they're the 4 ships. There we go. So Quark. I'll give you this one then in that case. So this one is not as strong as the others, but it's a Fleet Destroyer, which is sort of, we're not far off having Fleet Destroyers, but it is actually a very, very powerful ship. Its strength is about half the strength of one of my normal attack fleets. So to put that into perspective, so that's sort of where we are. But those cruisers are even more powerful. So there we go, the Quark. All right, so you've got that one there. So anyway, we've got those where they are. We've got some fleets now set up in around the areas just to sort of look after regions of space. We are trying to get the long-range scanners. What we need to do in here, we've got very specific things we want to do in this region of space. When the war starts, I'll be getting a list of the of objectives that I need to be, like physical objectives that I want to be taking. I want to be sort of coming in and taking these worlds. These are both Keterov worlds. The Keterov is sort of like the dog people, and they're good at spying, so that will give us a spy boost if we actually end up taking that one, which we need. The Haarkonish, I'm going to leave the Haarkonish with this here, and what we're then going to be doing is calling the market on the Draconeer. And Draconeer, and through here, has got Zintavia fluid. And so this has already been wiped out by the Gizareans. There was actually an outpost here, an Haarkonish outpost, and the Gizareans, I don't know if they're still at war. We might even have a look at that and see if they're still at war with these guys. You can see that they're making invasion fleets and things themselves now. They're starting to sort of put together like different groups. In fact, there's a lot of stuff in here. So we're going to have to go and smash all this when we get started. But I do want to have the long-range scanners just ready to go. Invasion fleet, I'm comfortable with. I'm going to be able to defend that with just a smallish force. So I'm bringing back other forces as well. The 6th, the 5th is back over there as well, actually. I'll leave that there. Once we do get the long-range scanners, I should be able to then spot anything that we need to worry about. Let's have a quick look at the Haarkonish, because they're going to be the target of what we're going to be doing. And yeah, they're -7 at the moment with their war weariness, and this is why it's a good. We can now pounce on them when they're really quite weakened. Unfortunately, we've been doing so much trade with them, but I really want to make this one even more. They're at war with the Anoth Sovereignty Hive, so they've got a war there with this particular group. I feel bad about doing that with the Haarkonish because they're sort of just a happy little happy little group. But down through here, the Anoth Sovereignty Hive down this way, we should more be at war with them. See, these are quite positive, but they've been at war for a length of time. So there is a good chance we're going to be able to take these worlds and take Draconia as well. So that's going to be sort of where we're going to be heading. And then if they've got any research bases, we're going to be taking those as well. So everything's going to be sort of taken from them. Is really the goal with what we're going to be doing. We've got system governance coming in 4 years. So we sort of really are ready and geared up now to pounce. We just need the first fleet to come back into here, and then we'll sort of start to send everything in to do the job. What we can do to find the research stations, because these aren't targets just yet. If we go back into the exploration ships and just type in the word research, and so anything that's a research station will then should appear So we've got one up there. Oops, hang on. Research. So we've got the, so these are stations that we control. This is a station, for example, that the others control, but we don't actually have one. The Haarkonish don't have one. Interesting. They do over there. So this is one I could take over. The Quell Research Station is one that we could take from them. It's interesting to see who owns what, even though that's inside this is under, like, this is the leader of the game really, back in this area. So we'll have to end up at war with them anyway. But I think I just want to leave the Haarkonish with a smallish collection of worlds in here, while I take all of this as well, and certainly take the Zentabia fluid. So this is actually what we're doing this one for. But anything like this as well, I'd be wanting to go and grab that particular research station that we're now aware of. There's a few around the place. There's more out here that we don't have control over. So there's a number of them. Anyway, that'll be fine. So we'll now that we're aware of this one, we will actually make that into one of our objectives. So we'll get a group to go out and take this one over. What do they get here? +1 all research, which is very, very useful, even though it's only 1%, and 6% ancient knowledge of this particular world. It does have the Kiridu's Principles of Colonial Defence Vault. Yeah, which is why it just got that bit of a boost. So there is a ruin there. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad. These are these aren't the leaders of the game actually, but they're certainly the strongest that we've come across. They really go a long, long way out with all sorts of different bits and pieces there. But I want to take this before it goes too far. So let's just unpause and let the game sort of develop. We're doing fairly well with the money. Like, even though we've got like a terrible cash flow, we actually have a hell of a lot of bonuses. Now, when we go to war, those bonuses are going to dribble away because the trade will stop with this temporarily. So we just have to sort of be ready to bounce in very, very quickly. And I'm just waiting to see the various long-range scanners coming up. So there's all hive ships sort of now starting to come back through. Hi von Schweinhund, how are you going? So will I take the Haarkonish homeworld so that the fluid is on your borders? No, I won't. I want them to be. I want them so subjugated with their trade that it ends up just like they basically just keep on paying for us. And von Schweinhund is saying the Xenox. That was the. This is the Quamino back in here. The Xenox is somewhere else. There's somebody else's borders. That's Quamino there as well. I don't know who that group is. It's unusual. There's an invasion force out through there. Offering a map. I'll just... oh yeah, I've got money again. Like, see how we're sort of making good money? I'll just keep on keeping the pirates happy. So this is now moving to the Matrani spaceport. Here they all come. Now we're going to have the first fleet dominate the homeworld of the Haarkonish. So I'm going to start to send everyone in now to do their respective things. We're getting more and more reports on hive ships around the place. So these are all arriving back at the home system. There's an incredibly powerful fleet that we actually have here. So this will be able to pretty much dominate their home system. I've got heaps of boarding assault strength as well. So when we go in, we're going to go in with very, very specific targets to corner markets, as is really what we're going to be doing all over their territory, so that when the war is over, they will keep on paying us through the nose. So Suit Singer is saying some of these races seem too asymmetric. Some of the race-specific things are sometimes too weird, probably just my opinion though. They sort of work with the theme of what they are, and Look, the Artooks are weak, but they're happy, and happy is such an important resource in the game. So we're going backwards here a little bit now, just natively. When we get that big carrier, it's going to go even further back. But yes, it is a very, very asymmetric game, and also a very unbalanced game. It's beautifully unbalanced. I love it. It works very, very well. All right, well, it's time for us to take this group across towards the home system. So let's just go and bring them over here. We'll bring in now the other fleets that we've got. The 6th fleet. Why are you moving out there? Because that's inside their range. I'm not going to do that. I want the 6th fleet to also be operating. Let's have a look at all of the fleets. I'm going to keep this fleet up in here. We've now got a long-range scanner there. I'll turn off the long-range scanners when we know that we've got enough of them. We're getting close now. We just need to get the home system set up with the fleets. And we're seeing other little fleets, sort of like strike forces, moving through. This is the reptilians. They're potentially a problem, but we will keep the 3rd fleet out here to protect against them. I'm not going to keep anything at home actually. So the 4th. That's why we're going to be relying on the long-range scanners. The 4th is going to be moving out to here somewhere. Move into that location, and then we've got the 5th strike force back in through here at Yantra. I'm just going to let them do their own thing. The 6th is now moving off from Yantra 5 mining station. I want them to also manage the control here with what actually does go on. So we'll just go and move them out to there as well. Just get everything in position so that we end up with the fleets ready to drop. And might be, well, I won't rush. Actually, you know what, I think I might even, these guys haven't really done anything to us. This is a Boscara. They should at some point. I think I'm going to grab the 2nd force, defense force and move them in as well. So they're actually operating from this research station. But let's send them down to go and take this research station. So let's just go and have them go and grab that one right away. So we'll just move them down this way. So we'll start to push all of these different things. Let's just unpause. So now we get aggressive. So they've been at war for a long time. These guys, these Artooks. One thing I love about this game is just how really when you do a war like this, you've got to really be thinking in terms of smallish objectives. I mean, we're so powerful that I don't think I could take the homeworld though, but we are super powerful. But what I want to do is corner the market everywhere. I definitely want to be grabbing this world in through here. Now the other thing is, do we have enough construction ships ready to go? Got 16 of them. I think that's enough. They're coming back in for retrofits as well, which means they're going to be close to home, which I'm happy with. And so I'm going to then probably specifically grab them. So there, I think we've got enough of the construction ships. So the fleets are now being set to manual, except for the 5th, which is going to be just raiding in around the borders in through here. And we might have a look for specific advantages that we can end up getting. I want to get all of their refueling stations and take over them, just so that they have to buy fuel from me. That will ultimately give me even more of a boost. Initially, we're going to lose money here, but it's the long term that we're looking for. New mining station completed. Okay, so we'll just dismiss that one. Yeah, so actually on their homeworld, by the way. So this would be a reason to try to take their homeworld, but we're going to get it in a different way. This is the homeworld of the Artooks. And who do we have in through here? We've got a few ambassadors. There's our ambassador. There's our emperor. Spy. Yep, that's counterintelligence. Actually, where's our spy? So imprisoned spy there. We've gotten rid of our spies. We had Quark was here. He's not here anymore. They might have executed him. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Here we go. We've got this is Orangutan's library. This is what this one will then be. So we're going to investigate this particular ship. And it comes back to life, dismiss, and so this is now the partial logs recovered from the ancient fleet. We've boarded the belligerent champion and taken control. Though much has been lost, we've been able to retrieve a small portion of the logs from the central computer core. The message indicates this ship was part of the 7th Alliance fleet. This fleet was tasked with defending a nearby system against something called the Shakturi. It appears that they were unsuccessful. In addition, we have found a set of galactic coordinates stored in the computer core. No explanation is given about these coordinates, but they appear to be the next destination of the fleet. We've added a location, so we can actually have a look at the pinging of that location. Maybe we should send a ship there to investigate. So I'm going to dismiss that. We'll have a look at, there'll be a blip on the radar then. And we'll now go and change the name here. So we've got the... Team's library, there we go. So this one here is the strength of just one ship is nearly 4,000, so an incredibly strong ship. Orangutan saying, see now that ship had blue colouring when it comes online. They really should look at colouring ships by faction. This to be honest, I've said that right from when I first joined the beta, that the actual ships themselves should have markings that identify them, just in case you've got two factions that are the same, or even if you've got captured ships, you'll at least see the difference. But I think the engine that they're using, it's not as easy, like as, for example, as all the other gaming engines. So sort of allow it to be fairly simple, but not in this case, because I really tried hard for that, thinking it was quite important to actually be able to identify the ships pretty quickly, because this will always look like a large carrier from any of the any Actarian ship. This is an Actarian carrier, but incredibly powerful. So it will now start to build up the interceptors, bombers, and so on and so forth. It's got no fuel, but it is now been fully repaired. This one here is automated, so it's now got no mission. That's fine. And I'm just going to go and grab this ship and move it out. So I'm going to move it across to... now, if I want to get out of here first, so I'm just going to go and move it out into deep space. Out here somewhere. And then I'm just going to do a shift and then a long click to Q refuel at Frosted Spaceport. So it's going to move and then it's going to go and refuel. So I just want to get it out of there and then go over to here. If I go straight there, it'll try to go through the nebula and it'll be just too slow. Now I will add it. I think I'm going to add this one to the third fleet. Yeah, I will actually. I'll add this one to the third fleet. I don't need it amongst the others just yet. So we'll make the third fleet is protecting us in here. This is the third fleet. So I'll keep that one over here for when these guys become aggressive. Hi Began, how you going? So seeing us subscribed, thank you very much for that one. Very, very much appreciated. Okay, sorry, let me just have a quick look through. God, I missed a lot of the comments here, guys. I'm sorry. I'll just go back up. Just read from the top. So seeing us saying, I love the unbalanced stuff. Sometimes it makes for good storytelling, but no actual storytelling, just from how the game plays. Yes, it's the... I've always thought of this, and also the first one, as like the best space opera game that you can have, like, because you don't know what's going to come, which I love it in this game. It's just so good. Yeah, and so Orangutan's Library saying, yeah, I like the unique factions myself, but still sometimes feel like the bugs generally dominate too much, though, as they're so aggressive. See, again, I like it because you can play where you end up with, you can set up a galaxy with less of them if you don't want them and stuff like that. So you've got a lot of control over how the games will then sort of be structured, when you play. All the warring bugs taking down the other Pacific races, passive races. Even passive races, though, like in this case, the most passive race in the game is actually the one that's dominating at the moment in this particular game. So it's always a bit different depending on what you get. But we now have such powerful ships that we're going to be able to, wherever we can put those ships, we're going to be able to do all sorts of crazy things. So the first fleet and now the third fleet are going to be incredibly strong. So they're going to be real enforcement, real gunboat diplomacy type ships. There's, at this stage, I don't think there's any faction that's going to be able to hold up against our ships just coming in and taking all of their resources, which is the way we should be playing the Haarkonish, I think. Okay, so Von Schwann is saying, yeah, especially the Artuk, it's annoying that they burn through their characters with constantly searching for the one, who they don't even get to use their good stats. Yeah, it's like the Artuks are a frustrating faction, but that's just what they are. Orangutan saying I like the spelling. So you're a fake version of English. There we go. Saying sorry, I just read the Haarkonish race bonuses. It seems like there are a lot are about other races doing something with you, like penalties if they start a war with you. Even the AI will consider stuff like that before deciding a war with you. Well, not really. I think that there still will. It will come into the calculations. It's not massive. But it does have an effect, and we're going to start using some of these now. Actually, with the Artuks, we're going to punish them for not getting better trade with us. So I was trying to do this peacefully with the Artuks. I had tried a few times to get better trade, sort of like deeper trade with them, so I could actually get the Zentavia fluid, but that just wasn't the case. So we'll actually corner the market. Quarks that have been executed. That'll teach me. I don't think I wonder if these don't do characters, do they? They only do. If I just go back in and just do Quark. There we go. Actually, no. Sorry, you've been imprisoned by the Famulus Polymathia at Famulus 3. Isn't that cool? You can actually search for characters too. So you're actually. So you've been. We did have some that were captured though. If I go back into here, and I can't, it's too expensive. I did try to rescue you, but it was too expensive. So some of them got captured there. If I just go and speak with these. See how we've got exploit trade loopholes? So you may choose to exploit loopholes in our trade treaty and take 10,000 credits from this faction. No doubt they'll be quite upset with his action, and we'll likely cancel our trade treaty with them. This will also harm our reputation. So I can get, it's only a small amount for us. It's not really a hell of a lot. So we've got negotiate a deal. Yeah, well, actually that's that one there. We've only got one there, one spy that we need to get back. Which they'll do that for 88,000. Actually, I wonder if the others will do that. If I go back to the Famulus Polymathia and talk with them, these don't really like us. Negotiate a deal. Yeah, we've got two in here. Wadabuta and Quark there for 108,000, which is too much. So I've got two spies that I would like to get back. And they can be corrupted while they're actually away as well. Anyway, so they're still alive on the map. So I've got 3 spies that have been captured so far. That's why I just need to now stop sending spies out for a little while. Okay, we're now crossing the border secretly with our big fleets. Our enforcement fleets. Now we've got nothing at home. This is where it's a little bit tricky, and we don't actually have our the actual long-range scanners haven't been put onto our actual star bases, which is unusual. I wonder why. Let me have a look and see. Actually, that's I think that's fairly important. If we just go to ship designs. Just click on the roll here. God, I wish it would remember what your settings were when you had set this one up previously. Small spaceport version 2. Now this was done just last year. Let's have a quick look and see what this one's got. Actually, this is 7 here, but I think that we haven't got any of these built yet. Okay, so this is what's coming. just go down the bottom. Yeah, long-range sensor array. So these just haven't been retrofitted yet, so that's fine, as long as they've got them. So that will happen. In the meantime, I don't know why they haven't been retrofitting. So let's have a look and see. I'll just do a retrofit here. Just do them all specifically. It's not as if they were building anything else, so they should have automatically been retrofitting. I'm not sure whether they're not. Just get them done. And that's it. That way we'll end up with the long-range scanners and back and through. I might just turn off the long-range scanners now. Actually, maybe while we're getting this wall ready, we might just keep them on there. All right. Look, I might take the money now from these guys. I'll just keep the trade going as long as possible. So we've got 3 fleets coming in, or 4 fleets coming in, really. The 2nd Defence Force will sort of just be there, thereabouts, for different bits and pieces to, for us to then go and do. Here we go. Got a new spy. Kevian Undulan, one of the human spies, has appeared there. System maps recovered. I'm going to keep him also on manual. Hang on, where's my other spy gone? Cancel a mission and just go back to counterintelligence. One spy again. Don't know what happened to the other spy. It's like I missed a message there. Ah, yes, we'll accept that treaty. We want to get as close to the humans as we possibly can. So we want to end up creating a full-on alliance with them. Here we go. We're pretty now really in a position to start the process of dominating. So let's go and just pause this one. We'll just go through essentially what we end up having. So Shiva Duralin saying a human spy, that's a double agent for sure. We've got a very, very good relationship with the humans. So we are sort of we're in a block with the humans. Actually, we've now got the long range scanners there. I'll just go and turn them off so we've got like a clear view. So they're not really an issue at all, like the humans. So yeah, so there's no like that's fine. Getting their spies, etc., working for us or with us. Everything sort of is going fairly well here. What happened to your spies? They all got taken. Now I don't know when the last one was. Agent captured. That was Dashuk Bazak. That was Wadabunta, but I don't know where that last spy was. I don't know. Strange. They're the only agent captured ones that we've got, and that was in the last session. So some time ago. Thank you there for the subscription there, Luke Sec. Very much appreciated. Sorry I'm missing so many of the comments here, guys. Just doing that DasTactic if you do want to grab my attention. I'll just keep on sort of going. Yes, Orangutans saying poor Artuk screwed out of 10k and then straight into war. Yeah, pretty much. That's what's going to happen here. So we might as well use our abilities to sort of go and do things. So we've got the... I'll just get rid of the characters for a second. So we're leaving our home system completely unprotected, which is a great idea. But we should be able to just smash everything that's sort of coming back through. So this is really a bad idea, actually. But anyway, we'll see how things actually play out. If we notice that things are leaving to go home, I'm going to have to sort of zip back with it. Like if there's an invasion force or something coming, we'll have to then sort of go and act on that fairly quickly. The first one is now coming back in, the first fleet, so it's getting ready to sort of set up inside the home system. And we're just going to dominate the home system and this other system back over here for a little while. You put that carrier in a fleet on its own and defend the home world. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's it's not going to be great at doing that, to be honest. No, I think I'm going to keep this raiding fleet in proximity to come back in. So I'll use that if their invasion fleet disappears from in here. Now, they've only got the defense forces. I'm assuming that the other guys are on their way over this other side. Now we're going to do this in a few different sort of stages. So the first stage is going to be to invade this world here. Then we're also going to be sending in things to build a Draconeer, while the first fleet dominates everything that's going on in this system. Our first action in here will be to take over, like if the invasion fleet was here, we'd destroy that, but it has actually gone. And then we've got the 6th fleet now moving in as well, just to protect the invasion fleet. So the invasion fleet is coming in here to drop troops, so it will. 6th fleet will then protect the invasion fleet while it does that. And that will be sort of, so we'll do this in a whole lot of different ways. But let's start off, I'll just get a little bit closer with the 1st fleet. Decline that one. All right, it's time to put the pressure on, I think. Now these are these ships are all just moving in. Just going to put pressure on them. So let's just go now and put the go to the Haarkonish. And so what we have, just before I do that, I'll just explain what's going on. So we've got the Galactopedia. Go to Alien Races and go to the Haarkonish. And so what we end up having here is we have now unique things we can do. Binding contracts. Other factions with a trade treaty with the Haarkonish are more likely to buy resources from us. So again, we're going to end up out of this war probably with them subjugated, which means that they sort of will be, like it's going to be sort of like a subjugated treaty. And they're going to have to buy all sorts of stuff from us ultimately. So we're going to end up making so much money from the Haarkonish that, and they're really not going to be any sort of threat at the end of this, hopefully. That's the plan. Penalty clauses. Factions declaring a war in a Haarkonish faction suffer a -10 reputation penalty. It also immediately cancels any trade treaties with the warring faction. Blah, blah, blah. So account confiscation when a faction declares war, which is not going to happen. Will immediately take bonus income equal to all trade with the warring faction over the previous year, which is actually fairly substantial with the Haarkonish. This is going to hurt us a lot while we're in the war. Superior destiny. Each time a Haarkonish specific research project is completed, we gain a +5 empire-wide happiness for 2 years. Exploit loopholes. So a Haarkonish faction may choose to exploit a trade treaty with another faction by taking money. So up to 30,000. We've only got 10,000 with the Haarkonish for standard empire. Up to 15,000 credits for independent colonies. However, this action will cause the other faction to immediately cancel the trade treaty and harm our reputation. So we're going to do that anyway. So let's just go and do that one. Economic boost, yeah, creative accounting boosts entire empire income 10% for 5 years, but it does trigger growing corruption, which is not really what we want either. And so that's really the one that we want to do at this stage, is just take the money initially, and then we'll start to do specific things in this particular region. Now, I'm going to get the 1st fleet, because most of them are still behind. Who's out in front here? The new ships. So we've got the new ships on the way. Let's just go and position them just on the outside over here. Just move to that location. I'll wait until they get there, and then we'll actually set it all up. So they'll move over fairly soon. And once they're there, we'll then get them structured. These are still a long way off before they can jump. This one looks like it's out of fuel. Yep, it's coming back. Interesting. It's still got all of its stuff there for building. I want to make sure I've got everyone, because all of the boarding, like the assault boarding stuff, is actually in the main body of the fleet. So I don't really want the big ships going in first. Hive ships are waking up everywhere. As soon as these arrive, we'll then start the proceedings. Okay, so everyone is now here. Here comes the refuelers for that fleet. So I'm just going to pause for a second. We're now going to go back into our diplomacy. Now, they're actually the friendliest one with us other than the humans. Humans are very pleased with us, which is great. So, yeah, we've got... I don't know if we can actually change this one as well. Actually, that's the wrong one. Let's just go back to the humans, speak with them, negotiate offer treaties. Yeah, a full free trade agreement. This is too soon after a last change. Okay, so we can't do that one. But eventually we're going to be very, very tight with them. So that will be very good. So they'll end up being sort of like a partner for us. Yeah, so saying the hive popping up next to our homeworld would be fun. It's sort of, they're close. Everywhere we see one of these, there'll be hive ships in there. We're going to be able to take out the hive ships, though. I'm not really too concerned about them. There's hive ships down here as well. They sort of stay in these nebulas initially. These are sort of like old battlefields. So there's nothing, like all the stuff in here will just be hive ships, I'm pretty sure. Yep, just a hive ship there. And we do actually have mining stations and things that are being built in these nebulas. Okay, let's get it done. We're going to go back into the nope, wrong one. We need to go back to this one here, speak with them, and we're now going to exploit the trade loopholes. So we're going to take 10,000 credits from this faction. So we've exploited trade loopholes. So the fine print of our trade treaty with the Zeus administrative clans to extract 10,000 credits from them. The Zeus clans are quite upset with this, but they really should read the trade agreements more carefully. Loopholes are handy things. There we go. So we'll dismiss that one through there. Oh, there's missing text there. That's a bug. They haven't got an easy way of actually... Yeah, just let me see if I can actually get Sublime text up. Sorry, I'll just get this one back again. And I'll just start to write. So this is missing dialogue text. Text for exploit trade loopholes. By the way, I did mention at the start of this session, but if you had been watching my previous streams and how I was sort of thinking there was a bug with my fleets reverting to defense fleets, that was not a bug. That was actually a new setting that you can turn off, and so I have turned that off. It just will go to whatever it thinks its role is, which is very easy just to fix up. So yeah, I put a bug report in about that one, but it came back as well. That's actually now the new way that it works, and it's actually good. So anyway, let's go in now. We're not at war with them anymore. We're at -4 with them at this stage, and now I think we actually go in and declare war. So we're going to offer a treaty. We declare war on you. So this is going to be, there is insufficient justification for this war. We will suffer a negative reputation impact by declaring war now. So our reputation is, let's just have a look and see what our reputation currently is. So our reputation is currently +4 because we've got, because of our diplomacy research has given us some positives. Treaty signed. We've done all sorts of different trade treaties and stuff. We have the espionage, like the spies being caught, it's been a negative, but now we've done the -3 with the exploit trade loopholes. When we go to war with these guys, it's going to impact us even more. So Falcon's saying, woohoo, another day of Distant Worlds 2. Yeah, I tend to, when I wake up, I tend to start thinking about a game I was playing, and today I sort of was thinking I really want to get this war done. So we're going to come in now and sort of start to look at all this luxury goods that they have that we can get hold of, and they've got polymer there somewhere as well. So they've got stuff that we want. So we're just going to go back in, but definitely want the Zentavia fluid. This is massive for us. So we're going to, of course, now just go in and set this one up. So we're going to, so leave that one where that is. Actually, no, sorry, we need to go and declare war. Speak with them. Offer treaty, and we declare war on you. Done. So that's now gone with them. Ready for war. Our spears are sharp. They won't be sharp enough, I'm afraid. So our reputation has gone down just a little bit. The unjustified war is negative 1.2, which is not a hell of a lot. So we've still got a positive reputation overall. So it's not going to impact, for example, what the humans think of us or anything like this. Not in any sort of meaningful way. So we now are at war with them. Let's just have a quick look at them again and just make sure that they're still at war, with the hive. So that will be then, they will then want to come out of this war pretty quickly, I would think. Actually, their war weariness is only, I think we just boosted their war weariness by declaring war. It does, I like that mechanic in the game. It sort of pushes the, it gives the group that you declare war against a positive to be able to at least eat into, so you've got to then come back against them. But they're still negative because of the other war. Okay, now when we come back in here, if I just zoom out a little bit, there's going to be different fleets in here. There's their first invasion fleet. This now changes things. See, they've got 12 infantry, 15 armor there on that particular fleet. So this is a group that they're building up. I'm just going to have a look and see where they actually are. They're all over the place. Now, if I take on this group right now, we're going to end up with we're going to lose basically all of our ability to take over locations. At this, I'm going to have to do it, but I really wanted to start off the war by taking their refueling. They've got 2 refueling spots. No, that's just a base. They've got another planet there. This is their actual refueler. This is what I wanted to take initially, but I also want to smash their ships. I think it's probably more important that we actually go after their ships at this stage. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to micromanage this a little bit. So the first fleet is now going to go in, and we'll start the process of just killing off anything with. Well, that's the first invasion fleet ship there. Let's just go and kill this one off. We'll just go and attack the Fearless Bandit. So we'll come into their home system and start the process now. So we've actually got everything ready for surprise attacks. The 6th fleet, we're now going to be moving across. And what we want to be doing here is actually landing on an asteroid belt there. We'll come back to that one eventually. Mining station. Is there a refueler here? Yeah, there is. In that case, we will actually take the refueling station straight away. So let's go and capture the Nihilus 3 mining station. So we'll start off with that. So that'll be the first thing that we then go and do. They will then have on this world, there'll be a spaceport. But I won't come back for that one just yet. Actually, with the spaceport, let's just see if they've got long-range scanners yet. Can they see where I am? No. No, they don't. Ducalos shields. That's actually a good shield. All right, we'll pick up a bit of tech from these guys. That's going to be useful. So we'll keep that one off the side there, and we'll just move the 4th invasion fleet. Actually, where that's going is perfect. So the 6th will now come back in to take that mining station, and then we'll move in. The 2nd, which is miles away, is going to be given the orders to take this research station. So capture that research station there. That will be our jobs. So we need to just use these captures initially. And we do have to watch this invasion fleet and just sort of see what it gets up to. Let's go and do this one initially. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening now. Okay, so we've got different things. Accept war mission, destroy enemy mining station. So this one wants us to go to the Yukenbeg mining station. And now we actually have, this is what I said before about the war missions are sent to suggest. So this is actually something where when the war missions come in, I can cycle through what we can do with those. And so I'm happy for the suggestions because it allows me to decide what I'm going to then go and do. So in this case, we end up with a destroying an enemy mining station. This should be an easy one for us to do. Where is it? Sorry, where is it? Way over there. It's a long way away. Like, that's a long way away. I think I'll still accept it. And the 5th Strike Force is now wanting to go off and do different things. And so it's now wanting to... so the 5th Strike Force will now be given different jobs. So it's now wanting to go down and take out different mining stations. I'll assign that mission. So this will then, this is still on auto. The 5th is still operating. And it will look for targets anywhere in through here, which is fine. Let's just unpause again. Here comes the 1st. Now we have to keep everything fairly cohesive. The others aren't jumping as fast as the others. That's okay. So the other ships that we had come in, I might just play this at half speed. This thing should just be absolutely smashed. With the 3 big ships. We've got the Quark, the Beacon, and the Tail Sly Fox are in here. Now, this is, we basically are now just going to wipe out their fleets right from the start. So I'll keep on going after this bandit. It's trying to jump away. The others are just going to be coming in. Now, they're coming in with other frigates at this point in time. Very, very low hit rate with what we see through here, but there's going to be a lot of them. And they're coming in from the 10th Defence Force, the 23rd Defence Force, and the 12th Defence Force. So they're bringing all the ships that they have to come back in here. We have a lot of small craft that are now sort of these basic bombers and things. These aren't high-tech. These are actually bombers that we've actually made, and they're living on these ships in through here. So these have got... So we've got 12 small craft on each of these. Yeah, so all 3 of these have actually got the ability to launch small craft, which is useful. Is that one of there? No, that's just debris. I haven't really had a look to see what sort of things they have. Okay, so now we can just start to take things out. Now, as we come across bigger ships, I don't think we've got anything bigger than frigates that we've seen anyway. Ultimately, I'll need to take out the invasion fleets, particularly the ones that have got like this sort of stuff on board. So we're going to start to sort of just make our way across, but we'll get rid of these to start with. So the first, just go and attack this one. Whipping through these. Our small craft are now moving in. Let's just move across as well. Just doing right clicks to sort of move them in. Oh, there's a general on board there. If I start to move across, they will then just take the forces. Okay. Independent colony of Icarus has been encountered. Encountered a new independent colony of Icarus at Sula 1 in the Sula system. They're hostile towards us. Now, initial communications have gone very poorly. We accidentally insulted the Icarus, causing great offence. But the Icarus possess powerful artefacts. The Hyper Express organisational paperweight, this smooth plastic spherocube, was once the desk ornament of the Admiral of the Hyper Express smuggling fleet. This is a bit ridiculous. Centauri's pirate brokered numerous deals with fringe colonies. So what does it end up giving us? Yeah, I won't worry about it. So we've still got small craft going off to do other attacks elsewhere. So we want to smash their fleets before they can really do anything. Let's just speed up time again. Jumped, unfortunately. So they're jumping away. No one's got nothing on board. Oh, well, we'll just kill off all of these. They've hardly got any more boarding assault strength. Now they've all moved off. They did actually have a full invasion fleet there. Now they've moved over to here. So what are they doing here? Unknown mission. This is actually probably where we need to be going. This one is a refueling station. Let's just come back after these now. These are the ones that we need to be destroying. Can't tell what's on board. So we'll move that one out there. So they're now trying to escape from us, but they're not leaving their own system. The other things we now need to go and do is we've now got the invasion fleet sitting where it needs to. The 6th fleet is coming in to capture that mining station. Now back in Draconia. Let's go and build ourselves. There's already a base there. Alright, we'll have to take that one out so we can then build our own or capture it. The 6th, actually. 6th. I don't care whose it is, I want it. It could be, for all we know, it could be these guys. Yeah, I'm thinking I'd take that out. Yeah, let's go here now. This is actually the whole reason for the war is to go to that location. And then we'll come back and help these guys. So we'll just keep on smashing what we have. So the 1st fleet. Now move off. They really can't stand up against us. So Tenor is saying, how's the new update? It's pretty damn good, I've got to say. It's really quite fun. We're just starting our big war of just to try to dominate these guys. Frigate, the Matrani Warlord, is under attack. Where is that? Oh, they're on their way. They're waiting for they're waiting for the small craft to come back on board before they move off, which is one of the negatives of having fleets like that. And they keep on zipping off before we can do anything with them. So they're moving out, possibly over to here. All right, so now the first we've got, with all these guys, they've no longer got any boarding assault strength, and we just damage what we can. It's that one, that's a fuel transport. Big cruisers, sorry. Dominating the fights. You see, we've got sort of like super techs that we got off those ships, which are keeping everything. Now this one here, now that we've actually taken that one, as we destroy things, we'll just queue up new mining. We wanted to come in and rebuild everything in here. What have they got on here? A lot of stuff actually. Yeah, I'll have that. Thank you. So we'll attack this one. The Beacon is under attack. The ships really shouldn't be able to do much. One there. And so we're just going to keep on just rattling through here and taking everything. Let's come through and destroy this now. In the meantime, the 6 is now moving past. Oh, what have we got here? We do have ships that are now attacking us. How are they seeing us? Let's move out to there. So they're actually attacking us in deep space. It's a small defense force. So there's going to be a lot going on here. Here comes the 5th as well, doing their job. I'll just destroy ships as they come through. Now, we didn't really take any real damage here. And we'll just let this thing do it. So we can just keep on bouncing around in space until we need to do something else in this other side. Now, what have they got there? Oh, okay. They're now at war with the famulous Polymathia. That's interesting. This is the Comanches as the Mortallans. So that's interesting. So the big faction in the middle is now sort of is starting to now take pressure from all sides. The frigate is under attack in the Tsar of 3 system. This is the 5th fleet, which we're not going to worry about. Just dismiss that message. And good, we are starting to now stop the others from trying to come in and steal stuff from us. So, what are we going to find in here? There we go. Now this is the, so they lost their, they must have been either bombarded, they must have been bombarded actually, that must have been what it was. But they have now built a mining station here. And so we want the 6th to capture this mining station. So capture Draconia 1. And this is actually really what we want. We have a war mission here to destroy enemy troop facilities. This is not what I want to do. So I don't want to be bombing their homeworld. And so I'm going to decline that one. I'll let that one just develop. That will be okay. Keep the first going in. They should have now destroyed this. Not quite. It's on its way. There we are. Just attack these. Yeah, this fleet is completely overwhelming. We then have another spaceport up here, so let's get rid of this one. So we're finding location maps and things. As we clear out territories, we just got to hope that we can get in before they can to build up. So we'll just keep on going to all of the different places that they've actually got resources, and we'll just go over the top and make sure that we actually control everything inside their territories. Let's watch this one. Now we've got the so these will then come back in. They're going to jump. Yep, they're going to jump closer. The others should be there very, very soon. Here they come. So these will then, what these will then do is take the shielding down and then capture the actual the cargo that's just been picked up by something. Now they're under attack. Just dismiss that for a second. Just make sure we're not being targeted again. No, we're not. That's okay. We'll just keep our invasion fleet sitting out there until we need to use it. But this is actually this was the main thing we ultimately wanted, was this mining station in the war. Yeah, just make sure the 6th isn't using. Oh, they are using up their boarding assault strength, unfortunately. Yeah, we no longer have enough. Okay, damn it. In that case, just attack this. I wish it wouldn't do that. I wish there was a way to stop them from using their troop transports. I might put that... Sorry, I'm just going to put that in that bug report that I've been just setting up. Fleets. Waste. Assault during normal combat. Order. Here we are. Get that one done. I'm trying to keep tabs on the feedback. So we're going to destroy this one and then come and rebuild it. They're offering just protection. We'll cancel that one, and we'll refuse that one as well. This fleet is nowhere near as powerful as the first fleet. First fleet has now done their job there. They do actually have other attacks sort of coming in around them, so let's just go and destroy these piecemeal. Let's go back to the 6th again. Brainfart Buckus then saying, Daz, you could change the policy for boarding so you don't allow us, so that you could control it. Can you do that, can you? Where is that? That's troops, military. Capture conditions when high-tech or larger. Capture conditions for bases when bases in own territory. I'm not seeing it there. Yeah, capture conditions. Where's that then? Capture conditions for ships, I'm guessing that's it. So if I do that, do you reckon that will fix it? Yeah, we could try that. I mean, that would be interesting to see, because I do like to give specific orders for doing that. And then capture conditions for bases. I'll leave that one where that is, I'm guessing. Because they're not actually trying to capture the ship. That's the thing. So Boland's saying it's a lot of micro. Since we're a boarding faction, you'd have to toggle it every time you want them to board. And other fleets would still splash. Yeah, I'm assuming that's it. I don't think there's anything else. I'm guessing that's the one. Is that the way you sort of see it? So it's a shame to stop them all together, but at least you would have them available. Yeah, I'd prefer to keep them. Let's see what actually happens with that if we do that policy. Policies are great in this game, like for the automation. I didn't realise that there was actually one for that. It makes sense that there would be. But yeah, we've now wasted our opportunity here to capture that. I wonder if I... how far off was the last autosave? No, too far back. That's all right. Okay, so we're going to build a mining colony here. So we've got the... so this is now something we definitely want to be doing. And yeah, so we'll queue up this is something we have to get hold of. All right, the 6 can now go back and take on Nithos. So we want to now set up the invasion, and we're just going to come back and destroy this spaceport. So they can come back in that way, and then we'll do the invasion. Here comes the second. Actually, the second's going to be interesting because that one will be set to do it. So we'll see what we end up getting. Now this one here, the 5th. What is the 5th doing? What's out there? Resort base. Now the trouble is we're now leaving everyone away from home. I think I'm going to move this one. I'm going to now manually control this one back in the Matrani system. So let's go back to here and just tell them to go back and refuel, and we'll tell them to just go back to manual. Tell them to go back to defend, and I'll put this one down so that their range is only going to be same system. So let's get them, just because I don't know where that invasion fleet went. It looked like they were going down here, but they could turn around. So I've now lost track of them. So we'll just sort of try to keep them under control. Now we've still got other fleets coming in to attack us in here. So the first is attacking the silent mandate. That's okay. Just go around and just keep on grabbing these. Interesting to see if this disappears now. Office treat. Oh, cool. So these guys, yeah, we'll accept that. Absolutely. We're still making money. I thought we'd be losing money by now. So that's actually a good sign. Oh, here we go. We've now got capturing abilities. So we'll go back to the first. And we will capture the refueling point. Which was here, wasn't it? Nope. Oh, that was it there. No, we've already done that one. Yes, we've already destroyed that. What have they got in this area? There's nothing much there of value. It's got polymers. We want polymers. Okay, so the first fleet can go and capture this one. So give them an order. Thanks, Brain Fart Buck. If that works, that's very, very useful. They're coming in to try to attack us. 6 is now moving in to do this attack. And the 5th is bouncing back off. New research station has now been completed. Late obsession. Where's that? This is engine research. Oh, that's right. This was way out in no man's land. That's fine. Just missed that one. Okay, here we go. Incoming fleet detected. The 12th Defence Fleet. Yep. So as long as it keeps on going after things like refuelers and stuff like that, we're not going to have too much of a trouble. Let's still just with the first fleet, so they're just trying to get the stragglers. They've got like some sort of railgun type thing, I think. Let's have a look and see. Got vortex engines, impact assault blasters. I think that's what they're firing actually. Terminator autocannon batteries. So powerful. So we're whittling down the shielding. Now we should be putting troops on board. Don't destroy it. Hang on. Your job was to capture this, guys. We'll see what they do. More troops on board. There we go. Now I've got enough. Right, so these guys are just still peppering away around us. Yep, I'm going to have this one very, very soon. But it's in a bad state of repair. Okay, so that's now been captured. That's good. Okay, this is now working. Thank you for that one. That makes a lot of sense. So with those, we've then got this one. We'll just go and well, I think I'll just attack some of these as well, and then we'll just keep on sort of trying to just rebuild as much as we possibly can in these regions. Fuel barge, that's okay. Now the first, what are you up against? It's just a frigate, so they've just got their frigates coming through. This is the 6th fleet. And before we go in, let's just kill off as many of these as we can. this is actually this is probably the biggest attack that we've actually had to put up with. Oh, there's their invasion fleet back in here again. So they're back here. They're on the other side over this side of the side. Maybe they're still in here. No, we're not when I select them. There's just a couple of them over in this area. So they're spread out everywhere at this point in time. What else have they got? If I just zoom back out again so I can actually then go and grab. There's our 6th fleet. They've got the 21st Defence. Then they've got another invasion fleet there. That one's also starting to pick up stuff. But the 21st Defence Force has hardly got anything. So there's a lot of troop transports here. Just keep the 6th doing damage. So we've got 13th Invasion Fleet of the has been detected travelling on attack. There we go. So we've got another invasion fleet, which we didn't know about. But where is it? So this is why we're sending the 5th back. So we'll just go back to show me. So they are ahead of us. They're ahead of us, and we can't really get back in time. So that's their ships there. Now, if we have a look at the 13th, so we happen to have seen them in space. There's see how there's a ship here. The Pathway of Mitrani is a small light trader who has happened to be in the same trajectory as this particular invasion force and actually spotted them and has reported that back to the Empire. Good on you. So it's actually coming back. So it has got, so it's actually just reported these things. So we're seeing this particular force. They've got a lot of troops. All right, so we're going to have to come back quickly. Now, I'm not going to get back in time, but we are sending the 5th back to assail, I think. Yeah, we are going right back to where that is. So we're going to come in behind them, which is going to be too long. Can we send that big carrier back out now? If we go back to the 3rd. Oh, that's still trying to refuel. That's still actually making its way through to get the refueling. Yeah, that's not going to be able to help. We could hastily build a small defence fleet. I think we'll have to do that one. So let's go and hastily build one here at Sale. We do have a number of troops positioned here. We're still building some of them up. But let's just quickly have a look at our at what we have here with our fleet templates. So the defence fleets have got 11 ships in them. And I can certainly afford one. I can afford like a smallish group. Raiding force has only got 8. Let's have a look and see what they've got. 4 frigates, 4 escorts. I think I need them more firepower than that. Let's go back to the defence fleets and edit this one. I don't want the troop transports anymore. I'm going to get rid of those. 4, 4, and 2. It's just a slight upgrade from the other one. This will do me. So I'll leave that one there, and we'll set this one up now as a defence. I knew it would have to do this, but I didn't think that they'd have three attack fleets. Someone's saying, where's Joel is saying, are you playing with mods? No, I'm not. No, I am a little bit. Some cosmetic ones. That's pretty much it. In fact, Salomons is the modder. So, Salomons is saying he's playing with a few cosmetic mods. There's a refreshed series of mods that swap out vanilla art. He avoids the game-changing mods like Excel since he just likes to showcase. Yeah, so Salomons is actually, I think it's only, no, I've got a few renaming ones as well, but nothing that's going to impact the actual game itself. So I am using, Salomons has actually put in together a nice series of mods actually, which really are quite nice with the actual game. So I'm playing with those mods. Let me know if you want to see the list. By the way, do an @DasTactic, and if you want to grab my attention. Actually, saying it's a home base in that system. Yes, it is. We've already taken out the spaceport of their home planet. Anyway, we're not going to be a bombarding group. We're going to be a sort of like just take over stuff group. So with the defence forces, defence groups, that's actually all I want there. Now I'm going to see if I can build this one in time. So we're going to go back to the back to our fleet templates, and I'm then going to select the defence fleet and build the new one at Isail Spaceport. So it's going to go and build it there. And so that's, if we have a bit of a look, that's now going to be the one queued up. So it's going to start to queue up ships in through here, and hopefully that'll be enough to be able to hold off until the 5th fleet arrive. God, I'm glad I sent the 5th fleet back when I did. Otherwise that could have been a bit of a disaster. I didn't even see that other invasion fleet. So this is the 7th. And their job will be to, I'm going to put this one back to manual. So hopefully they will be able to be built fairly fast. They're all queued up in through here. We'll see how we go when they do arrive. Actually, it's not, is it the long range scanners? Yeah, it's actually we're picking them up in long range. We've got a long range scanner over here, so we are starting to now see them. Maybe it was long range scanner that picked them up. That could be it. Although there is unknown ships at this point in time. Anyway, we'll continue on smashing our way through here. So we're yeah, just really destroying everything at this point in time. Draconeer, we definitely want to actually they're back on the surface here again. They're back on the surface. Okay, that's going to be a bit more of a problem. Let's get this invasion happening first. You know, the second, I might get the second to bombard them, actually. Because actually I can invade. Because I do actually have a troop transport here. I do actually have 2 infantry on board. That'll be enough. That'll be enough. We'll then take over the mining operation. So we're right here with this other fleet that was coming down to take the other location. So that's actually pretty cool. Let's just watch what happens in here. So we've still got a lot of fighting to be done. So what have they got? They've got a little bit of protection on the world. So the 6th, this is probably the most interesting of the fights at this stage. What else have we got in here? Accept war mission, defend an important refueling station. Yes, we'll accept that. Under attack, destroy a quark is under attack. That's okay. Just by mining stations, we'll dismiss that one. 13th Invasion Fleet, yep, we'll just keep that one going. Yep, so they're fighting back. So these are frigates. We just need to wipe out all of these ships before we can send anything in against the actual world itself. But Nithos, I would like to take that one out. How are we going over here? We're still trying to destroy this as well. The 6th. These attacks going. These are quite weak. While they're coming in, we'll just keep on chomping them up. To the 1st again. That's been destroyed. That's another invasion fleet, is it? No, that's an attack fleet. Alright, that's their 3rd fleet. That's going to be their big invade. That's going to be their main attack fleet. So let's go and get the first to go and take these guys out. I'm just going to go past where they actually are. It'll be interesting to see that little fight. Yeah, so we're finding location maps. Just let them sort of continue on. I don't want to be spread out too much with these. I think we'll take this out now. They've now made peace with the other faction. The invasion of that world should happen pretty quickly now. And we will get these Intavia fluid one way or another. There we go. Starting to now get the frigates coming in. So the attack coming in is still on its way. Our ships are... There's still other ships in through here as well. I don't know what they are. Are they pirate ships? Alright, that's fine. They're just pirate ships. Invasion fleet, we will actually have the 7th hopefully ready, or at least partially, and then the 5th coming in just behind them. The 5th is actually catching up. So it is moving faster through space. I think we have a bit of a bonus through in our space transports. 2nd should be now invading. Just the one ship. There's no troops on board here, so this will happen very, very quickly. That's what it's all about. Now the 6th, how are we going? We haven't really taken any real damage yet. This thing is slowly being smashed away. Another invasion fleet there. Yeah, there's I think I've been spread right out. Anyway, we can just keep it all going. So let's have a look at this invasion going on in here. Saying all this death and destruction just for oil. Yeah, sci-fi really does reflect the real world. Well, ultimately, we're now starting to lose a bit of money. Here we go. Invading Draconia 1. This should just be a simple takeover. I don't want to wipe them out. The destroyer, Warlord of Matrani. Just missed that one. So this is just the outpost, and hopefully we don't lose the outpost in the process. But if we do wipe them out, we just have to make sure we get a mining station built here quickly. 13th Invasion Fleet. Yeah, we know about that one. Decline that. We haven't really had them as a problem. Frigate is completed. Good. That's the second one. Colony conquered. Okay, so we now actually have this colony under our control, so we can now start to mine this ourselves. We'll dismiss that one. Now they're going to be unhappy. And yeah, they're just angry at this stage. Now they're going to always be sort of angry because of what's going on. But if we have a look at this one, we do actually have still the 30 million, which are just here. And they'll start to just mine that one. So we'll at least now be able to, we can't build anything else here. We can build facilities and things at this location, but there's nothing, really all we want here is this Intavia fluid. And what that's going to then do, if I just unpause for a second, then just let it run, the victory conditions, we're now coming second because we've now fulfilled all of our, pretty much all of our racial conditions. We've got the highest amount of trade in the galaxy, and we also control now as Intavia fluid location. So we're satisfying everything we need. So we're coming second in the game, but our economy is terrible. So we now need to sort of, now that we've got these bits done, we just need to now start to get our economy and the everything else sort of thumping along even better. But that's good. That's a good start. So with the second, I'm now going to send them back off. They can still technically make it down into here. Where's a refueler? Where do they want to go? Yantra 5 is too far away. If I send them down into here, they're going to run out of fuel completely. Now, Draconia. We do have some fuel barges. We've got two that are around. What have we got over this way? Nothing really important. There's nothing, that gas giant doesn't have anything. There's still unknown items there. Well, with the second, what I'm just going to do is just going to right click. We do actually have fuel on the fuel tankers, so I'm just going to do a long right click and just go refuel from fuel tankers. So let's just go and fuel at that point. Just get these up as much as we can, and then continue on. So we now actually have this little area, and we're going to now grab this little area as well, just so we've actually got more control over what we're doing down in through this other side. So we've now taken that one out. So the sixth is has pretty much wiped out everything around here. Let's just go and attack that one. And I think we'll send in the invasion now against this world. So we'll invade Nithos, or prepare and invade. Actually, invade is fine. They're all together anyway. So we'll do the invasion. Now, I'm not going to have it all our own way, but there's still there's some defences here. We do have an armour barracks on the planet as well. Now the sixth, I probably really want to just keep the sixth around this planet rather than going anywhere else. That is coming back in, the 22nd Invasion Fleet. There's other ships around here as well. Okay, let's just leave it where we are and go back to the first. What are we up to in here? Yeah, so actually I missed this attack. So again, we've been sort of smashing things in through here. Just destroy these. Trusty Ruse is building a mining station there, that's good. The second should start to get refueled up. Here comes the fourth. Let's watch this invasion. Well, we're doing everything we wanted to do in this war. Treasure recovered. Coming fleet. 5th defense. Don't really worry about that one. Here we go. We've got the invasion now coming right in. And we've only got 2 ships ready. So, all we have is these 2 here. So the 7th Defence Force has got 2 frigates. And they don't even have their shielding up yet. Now the frigates are fine. What we need to do is we need to, this one here is a frigate. We can ignore that one. This is one of the dangerous ones that we have to then go and destroy. So I'm going to get the 7th, such as it is, to take out this one here. And even if it means losing ships as we do this, so be it. And then we need to get the 5th. The 5th is following in. They're over here. Now they'll be coming in. They'll be following in just on the tail of this group. We need to try to destroy and get them to run, if we can do it. Now we have a bit on the planet. We have a defense strength there of 4,500, which is actually a lot. So if they don't take this out, they're going to struggle against us because of the, what have we got? We've got defensive facilities and other bonuses. Armored breakthrough, we do actually have, having armor on the planet allows us to then at least get that plus 25%. Got the fortified line, and we also have space control. So we've got a lot of bonuses here. But if I can just stop these things with the armor has got like a better attack strength. They're now moving away. Aha! They're moving back to invade Draconia. So they've actually now had enough already. They can see that they're not going to be able to do it. So they've evaluated, that fleet has now evaluated that it's just too hard. And so they're now going, we can now see what they're up to. So they're now going to go back and take on Draconia. We'll dismiss that one. I think we're going to have a few different fights for Draconia. The frigate is under attack. By the Immortal Arrow troop transport. Where's that one? That is back in here at Nithos. Now, what is the 6th doing over there? Fleet engagement range should be nearby. Just going to make it nearby. So that. Oh, hang on. I think it does anyway. Even if I leave that one back to. Yeah, no, it's still auto engaging at 5,000. I don't know why it went over here. That's of no real value to us, unless I had given it a target to follow. Maybe I had done that one. So the 6th needs to go back to the planet. Yeah, it looks like it's following in different ships. So we'll just go back across into this location. I'll give it an order to blockade that planet while we do the invasion. So the first is still just managing things back in through here. Now they're offering to end the war already. Now this is actually the first offer. So I definitely want to take this planet before we do this one. And I don't want to just have a white piece. I want more than that. I want my spy back. I want it all, and I want technology. I want them. I don't have to have them subjugated, but I need to make sure that I've already built a lot of stuff in here as well. So I'm just going to go and decline. And for now, we're still thumping along here. The money is still very, very good. Our war weariness is now -2. What's theirs? Theirs is -10. So we're doing fairly well there. Yeah, we'll just keep them sort of going at this stage, just for a little bit longer. They'll eventually sue for peace and offer all sorts of things to us. Let's bring the 4th in now. Destroy enemy research stations. This is the Quell research station that we did want to take on ourselves. I actually want to, I'm going to decline it because I don't want to destroy it. Actually, I'll accept it, but we'll actually end up grabbing that one if we can. If we can. We may not have enough. So the invasion is now coming in. So we're blockading the planet with the 6th. Just keeping all the other ships away. And then the invasion comes in now. Ooh, they're really pushing back against the Mortlands. They're just going to fan out a little bit, get ready to drop their troops. There they go. Come on, guys, get them all going at the same time if you can. Makes it a lot easier. Wow, there's actually a lot there. Come on, get more troops on the ground. We're going to be pushed off here before we get started. Oh, now we're going. Now we're going. We have a slight advantage now. There we go. It's not going to be easy, but we have a bit of a go here. If we have a bit of a look at this one, we'll just pause with that one there. So we have armoured breakthrough because of our armour. We have space control. They have 25% deadly in numbers. This is actually the Artooks that are fighting down in through here, the Artook populations. These are just standard militia, which are not going to be all that great. So if we can break through, these are the battle roller troops. These are defending. So they've got a couple of armoured troops that are we have to break through. We've got the 4 armoured that are coming back in along with these as well. Just have a quick look at the 4th and see if there's still anyone else left. Yeah, we've still got 1 infantry, 1 armour, so that can be placed on the group. Who's got that? This one here. You're still trying to invade with that one as well. That should be just enough, I think, to take this world. Like if they can bring invasion fleets back, it will make it a little bit more difficult. But the 6th is should be now just making sure nothing gets onto the planet while this one goes in. So we've got double really what they've got there, but we're going to lose. Here we go. We've got more armour now coming in, but we're going to lose this armour here. Actually, they've been able to drop. Damn. This is not what we want. This group in here has just come in. I mean, that's the 6th fleet there. Yeah, they've got an invasion fleet. They're trying to land as well. So we may lose this invasion. 6 has to get across this other side. Take these other things out. Take the Black Curse there. Yeah, God, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. First, I really can't do much with that. This one that we're now building. And we don't have this one yet. Let's just keep on taking these out. Oh, I think with them dropping, I think we're actually screwed here. We've lost our armoured breakthrough because of this. 24% with our attacking general. New frigate completed. And we no longer have... Oh, yeah, we do have space control still. So we'll just keep these coming. What was that last message? They've done a better job here than I thought they would. So we do have some ships that are actually out and about in amongst these guys now. Oh boy, okay. Again, quite a tight fight now. Just have to hope that we can still get this one. I think we need to build better invasion fleets in future. We do have a fight going on in here now as well. So the second is getting refueled, as you can sort of see. We've got these attacks coming in this way as well. Are they moving off? No, that's okay. Second can just stay in here. This is really where it's all happening now. God, they've got invasion fleets all over the place. They've really got a lot of troops on the ground here. It's a destroyer. It's the first time we've seen one of their destroyers. It's just got missiles, which isn't really a big problem for us. They're very chaotic ships that they've got. Just stuff, you know, pointing all over the place. We don't have enough ships around there yet. These all have to get around there. So, and I need to keep that going. Yeah, we've got a slight advantage here. It's just let's we'll run. That will run. 13th Invasion Fleet heading off towards Draconia. Well, we do have the second there. Galaxy map sharing will accept that treaty as well. I want to be as close to them as I possibly can be. These will jump automatically once their shielding goes down below 20%. It just keeps their troops from invading. That's a good thing. Just got to hope the rest of the 6 can get around there in time to stop them. Now we're screwed. No, they've landed even more. Okay, so we're going to have to get a much bigger force. Here's General Falcons. I think we'll extract you, get you off the surface. Transfer to. You'll be there in a month. No, in 2 weeks. Will that be enough? Enough time. Save the leader, says Falcons. I don't know if you will. I don't think you will. Oh, maybe. A couple more days. Hold out, guys. Hold out. You're screwed here. And is he going to be captured? Or is he gone? He's gone. Phew! He's back on board. So he... waiting at assault pod level 0 from Merciless Challenger. Alright, so which one's the Merciless Challenger? That one there. Okay. So he's made it back to that particular ship. He's actually gone backwards. His ground attack strength is actually negative. All right, well, we failed there. I'm going to leave those other troops where they are, and we're just going to get the 4th. And we're going to have to do better with our invasion fleets. So let's go back to our troop makeup through here. The what is it? The templates, invasion fleet. We'll edit this one. We're using invader transports, which is fine. I'll double the number of troop transports and just add one more frigate in there. Done. Okay, so with the 4th, we'll need to get them back home. So we'll just go and get them to load troops. So I can just give them a basic order, load troops anywhere, any old place. So I'll just go and do that one there. So they'll head off to get to load more troops, and we'll just do the top up now with more ships coming in. So we'll need to go and rebuild more troops as well for this phase. Now I really wanted to get that particular location, but it's just not going to happen. Now the 5th is moving back out to the Yantra 5, which is fine. We've got everything we need there. So the 7th is now building up quite nicely. And these are going to be set to defend. And they're going to be set to just same system. So anything that comes into the home systems will then be protected with those ships. We're still smashing things with the 1st fleet over here. But we've now lost a lot of things that have been happening this side. I can't actually go and build much here, unfortunately. What facilities could we build? Economic boost, but I don't want to do that here, of course. So they're working away there. Now these are light traders. Now they're actually from the administrative clans. I'm thinking that now it's probably time to start to, when they sue for peace next time, that we actually just take it. So we're destroying that one. Another one there. Invasion fails. There we are. So we've actually lost that one. New escort completed. At a sail. Okay, that's fine. Now we'll be building. It's them building that one. We don't want that. We want our own there. So the 1st. In fact, what we can do is we can come and take that. So we'll just go and wait for that one to. Oh, look, is it really worth it? I can just capture. I'll capture it, and then we can at least have it then. Now it's funny. I really thought I would have smashed their everything completely apart by this stage, all of their fleets, but they've actually still got a lot of very, very good fleets around the place. We're doing well with our war scores. We did lose those 15 troops. That's all we've lost. Here comes all of the troop transports. And it's now ours. There's mineral miners there. Bought and captured that one. So that's going to give us a refueling. We're going to have to repair this though. So that will actually be... Someone will automatically come and repair that one for us. Now we are running out of fuel here. So I'm just going to go and grab the 1st and just tell them to refuel. Refuel from fuel tankers. And then we'll just keep on trying to dominate these systems. I mean, they've got like a lot of traders coming in here now. They haven't started building their starports back again just yet. There we go. So that one's been built. Incoming fleet detected. Now we've got the 6th Strike Force coming towards the Matrani 3 spaceport, which is our home world. Not going to be a problem. New base completed. It's not really. That's fine. That one's okay. And the destroyer in Nithos. Let's just have a quick look and see. So we do actually have all of these different. If we can destroy these invasion fleets now, that would be good. So the 6th has got 1 damaged ship now, but it's not too badly damaged. We really want to go after the ships that have got troops on board. So let's try this one here. This one does have a general on board. Jumped, unfortunately. That one there's the next one. These good troops. Destroy. So we're going through here. We've got the Haunted Confederation offers protection. We can decline that one. We haven't seen any pirate attacks for quite some time now. Frigate's been completed. So that's ready for the next invasion group. These are all the defence forces now. We're sort of a bit spread out with the with these forces, but we're still doing okay. Again, if we can just get the attrition up, it's going to be helpful. Now they've still got all of their invasion fleets down in here. What are they doing? Jumping, we don't know where. Okay, what else have we got? So we're expecting an attack in here at some point. Now the second, I'll just tell them to refuel again from tankers. The tankers will then just keep on coming back through and fixing them up, and then we'll need to defend this world. So we can just get the Zentavia fluid from this one. So the 4th is on their way back. Still got the general. So time to train a new and improved army. Yes, I think we'll go back down, and we've got these starting points here of a fair bit of stuff going on. Let's just go back in and manage more troops. So we'll just go back in and go and get more armor and more clones, and we'll do the same thing at our sail as well. So these are all just going to be picked up. You'll need a lot more actually. Alright, we'll start off with that. I don't think I think this war will be over by the time we actually get that one ready, but then at least we'll have it for whatever we need it for next. Now the first, we sort of done there. Really wanted to just try to keep everything thumping along. Let's just go and refuel from fuel tankers just while we wait. What are the war missions? Destroy enemy mining station. We didn't ever do that one. Defend important refueling station. We're doing that one right now. And destroy enemy research station. We never got to that one either. Well, the 6th is really doing nothing now, other than just destroying ships. Where's the closest? Oh, we can refuel and repair at Draconia 1. So there's fuel there. Well, let's go and do that. This one here. Oh, here we go. They're back again. And they're in a really good position for us to try to get rid of this one now. That one doesn't have. That one's got a lot as well. Okay, so the 6th. Sorry, new target. This one here. This one's coming in for repairs. It's going to try to jump. Come on, stop it from jumping. We do actually have the ability to stop it. Come on, you're so close. You were so close. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, that's not going to happen. Who else has got troops on board? This one here. Okay, 6th. Take out this one. Got away as well. Geez, we're just not stopping them. They must have, if we have a bit of a look and see what they've got, it's an invasion fleet. Let's just see what's on board. Not much, really. It's like our iron cannons aren't getting through, and I'm pretty sure we've still got iron cannons on our ships. I'll tell them to go off now and refuel and repair at Draconia 1. How's the first going out here? Looking good. I think we're ready for the next phase. We're starting to build that station now. We'll just come back and destroy this. And I think we'll now go to the other system as well. All these we could take out. They're building another one there as well. 6 strike force. Not really going to worry us. They're still a long way off. Third fleet. This is their big fleet. Heading towards Matrani 3. That's not going to worry us. Just That's that one. Okay, so this all helps with our war score. We're getting very, very good war score, which is great. Oh, our colony is an open rebellion against our rulership. It's causing widespread chaos. So if we could see what's happening there. Show me. We'll just dismiss the message. We'll go back there ourselves. If we lose that, I won't be very happy. Oh, it's already over and done with. Yeah, our troops are basically going to suppress anything that does actually happen. So they're still angry. Negative 39. But we'll just keep things sort of going along. Now the first, I'm just going to go and now move that one up to take out this one as well. We might even take the first now back out over to this system and just start to dominate that one as well. Now they're offering to end the war. This is where they're probably going to start to... No, they're still not offering us anything new. I've got some things that I wanted to get. I think I can still get more. So I think I'll still actually wait. So Salomon's is saying, yeah, real life has taken away a lot from my gaming time, so I've been away from Distant Worlds 2 for a little while, but I really like what they've been doing with the tweaking logic, ships, etc. over the weeks. Yes, that's really quite cool. How good is the AI in this game compared to Gal Civ? What's different, like this, I find the AI, like you can see through here, I really thought this was going to be so one-sided with what's actually happened here. We haven't really achieved our goals. We've achieved one goal by taking Draconia, but yeah, I wanted to do that in different ways, and so I'm not entirely happy there. I needed to have support here. The fact that we lost this invasion is a big negative for me. So in the AI did a good job of defending that world. They brought reinforcements back, and to the point where we ended up getting pushed off. So I think I find the AI very good in this game, like very good. You know, if you're not careful, the game will run away. Like this faction in here is very strong. Actually, they're really dominating in here now. There's all sorts of attacks going in around the home systems of the Mortallans, so they're probably going to be subjugated fairly soon, I would guess. There's invasion fleets coming in. They may be even invading. No, not yet. They're not invading yet, but that's the home world. So yeah, no, it's very good. The AI is just getting better and better. Like it's an incredible game, just phenomenal. Whereas Gal Civ 4 does have like very good AI, but it's a very different type of game. Actually, what have we got going on there? Oh, that's their own invasion strengths, invasion forces. That's okay. Nothing to do with us. That's right. They're at peace now with these guys. I think we just keep on crushing them, to be honest. We're at -4. I might wait till we get to about -10 and then stop it. Our money situation, we're still actually okay money-wise. I didn't think we would be. Let's decline that treaty, and we'll keep on going. Strike force coming in. There is actually another bigger force coming in as well. What I might do is I might put the 5th back to being a raiding force. And it will then I'll set its distance up to 100m. That way it'll just sort of take the border areas. The first, what I don't want to be doing is losing these sorts of mining stations and things. When we get them, here comes a constructor. Just complete the construction, then put the one back to fully automate, just so we get that refueling station done. We've got this one down in here. When we do achieve peace, we're going to be able to essentially blockade. Well, they're going to have to buy stuff off us a lot. What have they got there? Nothing much in there either. there, it doesn't have a lot either. Kaisian Crystal, not really important. This one here was one that we did want to get hold of. That's ours as well. So we are building this one. But we're damaged. I don't want to scuttle it. I want to save this. I can just retrofit to one of our larger stations, I guess. I'll do that. It's sort of that way. It's going to be under construction. I sort of wanted to keep the first in here just to protect everything that's going on. Let's just get this thing destroyed, and then we'll maybe send the first out somewhere else. Boland's saying an excellent star name, nice star sector reference. The mods have got like a lot of stuff. Now they're in open rebellion again. They really can't do anything at Draconia. I'll destroy that pretty quickly. This is the 6th Fleet, just coming in for repairs. First Fleet is destroyed that one now. Look, what I might do is I might now move off to the other system and start to take this one out as well. Now, what have we got in there? Just got a mining station. Don't really need the steel. Frozen gas giant. Some luxuries there. We'll go and capture this one in that case. We've got system governance research completed. This is going to help us a lot with our money. This will keep us in the war for a little bit longer now, actually. So we'll dismiss that one. Cruiser Beacon is under attack. Dismiss that. And Red Council has raided our base. Where is that? Yeah, this is further away than what we can really control. So we've still got a raid coming in, which won't really worry me too much. 4th Invasion Fleet is also just coming back in to pick up troops. I don't know if we'll have time to go back for the other, for Nithos as such. We'll see how we go. See you later, Quark. Alright, so we've got all those things done. Let's just keep on. Which way should we go with this now? Got the 2nd and the 6th now back in this system. We will be wanting to probably go back to Nithos at some stage, but I wouldn't mind grabbing this research station. The 6th is just repairing up, so I'll just let them do what they're going to be doing at Draconia 1. I don't know if there's fuel on Draconia. Let's have a quick look and see. Look at the shortages. Yeah, there's only 23 fuel, so there's not really going to be any of any real use to us. They do actually have this mining station back out here. Actually, that's luxuries as well. That would all be good. It's all going to mean money for us in the end. I'll let the repairs come through. So Boland has redeemed a custom reward. I'm not in this game yet. Any big ships or admirals left? There's no admirals, and there's all the big ships have gone, but we do actually still have some destroyers. So if we go back to the First Fleet, we've got these 3 destroyers. So they're the best ones that we have going at this stage. So I'll name, hang on, I'll name this one for you. Boland P, there we are. All right, that's done. Yeah, so with the 6th, we'll just let them repair, I guess. Oh, this one here is just not quite. Its armor just needs to be fixed up. So let it actually. That's the only one that we've actually got issues with. We've lost practically nothing. Just those troops that we actually landed. So we'll just send the first off now to attack this system, the Nexarellan system. The 6th, they've now got no mission. I'm just going to do a long right click and tell them to refuel from fuel tankers. So we've actually got the 2 fuel tankers there. Their fuel tankers are over here. They'll have to move in to go and get the fuel. Yeah, a lot of ships are just coming in here. It's that 22nd Invasion Fleet again. It's only got 2 infantry, 1 armour on it, so it's not really worth going after that one. Destroyer completed. Hi John Monkey, how are you going? We're just going into capture this one. So they'll drop they should have troops on board fairly soon actually. We'll just keep on peppering it until the shielding stops. Unfortunately I think it's going to blow up. This is good. I don't mind them coming after my home system. Yes, that's good. Yeah, so we'll just keep on going. We really are getting very, very close with the humans. Let's have a quick look and see if we've got them set up as a... Yeah, we've got this one manually done where we're trying to get an alliance with them. Might try to make them into a close ally. The Empire is more likely to work towards very high-level treaties, defense operations, map sharing, etc. Let's do that. We'll keep it on manual. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Actually, what is the... How much are we trading with them? Yeah, a reasonable amount. A reasonable amount. Okay, so your trade is sort of working there for us. Here they go. They're now landing the troops. Yep, so we'll have that one done. Okay, the first can now go off and take out this. Get rid of the spaceport. And we have a resort base over the other side. Falcon's saying, did you set the default policy to capture all bases or only the ones in your own territory? I didn't worry about that because I'm only going to be manually doing that anyway. Actually, maybe I should set that to all. Base in own territory. Base should be captured instead of destroyed. Note that the attacker must also have assault pods to enable capture. Yeah, I'll go always there for bases because at this stage I do want to be taking things over. The 6th still can't do much. We know that there has been, like, the enemy has been looking to reinvade. So I don't want that to happen. The 4th is now back at home and he's picked up a little bit of troops. Oh, they're still coming in. Yeah, we've still got a hell of a lot of stuff being built. Back and through here. About over here. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough for the invasion anyway, so I'm just going to have to sit back and just wait for that one. I don't think we're going to be able to invade again. Good, we've got that one. Take this out. Oh, I'm actually, I forgot to do my own tech, and I didn't want that one. So, enhanced torpedoes we can get pretty quickly. What else is there that we'd be wanting? I think it's more just infrastructure type stuff. It's the quantum engine. That's just a vector engine, which we don't really need at this stage. Improved construction will give us the planetary bastion. But things like the enhanced civilian ships would be really quite useful for us. I might pay the costs on that one. Defensive bases would be good for us. Monitoring stations would be good for us. Might go that way. Enhanced construction will then give me the construction ships and the small spaceport. That's also useful for us. The cruisers is not even that far off. Improved destroyers would be also fairly useful. What's that long as that one there? That's only 2 and a bit years there. You know, getting the defensive bases for what we're sort of setting up, I think would actually be again a nice addition. This one here gives us the Starfield Generator version 2 with even more stealth ratings and stuff, but I don't think I'll worry about that one so much just yet. That one there, we can get even better fuel storage. I think I'll leave that one off for now. Structured research we can get in 7 years. That one there we can't get just yet. I think that'll do us for now. So let's just go and get the, just raise all these things up. And I won't crash research these because I'm still really concerned about my money. So just because of this war. Second invasion fleet, as it doesn't have very much. What about the first? They've still got a fair bit. Alright, we'll see how we go with that one. I really would like to take this location, but I don't have anything spare to go really down and get it unless I get this, unless the 6th. We do have another ship out there. I'll just tell it to refuel from fuel tankers. That's for the second. That's coming back in. That must be buying fuel from over here somewhere or taking fuel from this location. Don't know why that destroyer is just sitting out in space, doing nothing. It should be part of the other group. There goes another force towards our systems. Alright, so here they come. This is the invasion now of Draconia. So we've got the... so which invasion force is this one? This is the 13th invasion fleet, which is really full. So we have to now stop this one from getting onto the planet, which we should be able to do with the second without any real problem. So let's pick our targets. That one there has got... any of these that gets close enough is going to drop. It's going to be able to cause issues for us. Wow, there's the one there that we ultimately want to get with the general. So there's, but these first ones in here, I'm going to have to just micromanage this. Just go down to half speed. So the second, we will kill off whoever's in the lead here. Now the frigates are not important. It's these here. It's jumping away. Do have some iron damage on it. Need to try to destroy them if we can. One went. Second, we'll take this one now. That's ultimately the ones that we want, but if I can just get rid of this armor, that's going to be very, very helpful. Just don't have quite the firepower to destroy their ships. We'll disable them and we just... Oh, here we go. Hyperdrive was offline briefly. So if they try to jump again, it's going to take a bit of time. It's going to be destroyed. Jump. Come on, disable it, disable it. Oh, we're so close now. Come on, guys, come on. And jump quickly. Reactor offline, we got it, we got it, we got it. Good. So that one's not going to be able to jump. There's only got one on board. This one's still got a heap. Now there will be the general will be right there. We'll come back for him in just a minute. Second, so this is good. We're actually now smashing these. Get you to pick up that general. Good. That's pretty much the invasion now stopped. 6 are starting to get refueled a little bit. It's going to take some time. Not sure where that is. We've been taking over different other locations out through here. Okay, we've picked up this enemy general, so Agiru Dublub. So we'll dismiss that one and just have a quick look at the prisoners. He's pretty shit. He's a good recruiter, that's all. Okay, so that's all fine. So they're now attacking down here, which I can't really defend that. They will get some stuff back. We've still only got the, like, we're doing so much damage to them. Destroyed 38 of their troops actually, which is again very, very good going. First, I'll just bring this one back into here, so we can just do damage again back in this system. Second is pretty much good to go. Anyway, guys, I've actually pretty much run out of time. I think I'm going to have to leave it here. So we're still sort of in the middle of this war. But we're not going to be able to take the planets, unfortunately. I should have built up a bigger force. But, you know, we're certainly doing well in this one. And I just want them to ultimately start to give me... I want my spy back, and I want some other tech as well, if whatever they can give me. And then... I think Draconera would love to have gotten this system, just so that I can actually make sure that this doesn't flip. Because it could very well flip, in which case we'll be back at war again. And we haven't seen... Now, what have we got through here? We've got light traders. We've got things bringing stuff into Draconera, but we haven't seen stuff we're not taking stuff off, I don't think. If we have a look at the Zentavia fluid in here... Luxury. Let's go back down this way. No, where is it? There it is. You're not. Oh, there's a bit of it coming back there. Oh, that's not it. I thought that was actually the line. Thinking, why is it coming from there and not from over this other side? So we do have 3,000 of it, but I'm not sure where it actually is at this stage. I don't think we've got it back to the home systems at all, which is where we want it. One thing we want to do before we actually finish off is to just go back into our various colonies, and this is getting worse and worse actually with these guys. It would almost be worth getting them off that planet and then building what we need. Anyway, we'll just see how we go. With this one through here, with the different planets, we want to just be upgrading the administration complexes. We should be able to upgrade it. There we go. Upgrade for 5,000. Is it Matrani 3? Yep. Missing. We'll just go and do the same thing. We don't worry about Draconera. With the with this one here, I might actually go and add in another of the troop clones as well. Let's just go and get that one done. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll continue on with this war when we get back. There's yeah, different things sort of coming in, different attacks coming in as well. The third fleet is quite small now. We've destroyed most of it. So really we don't have a lot that we have to worry about. And it's just now a matter of coming in to try to finish off as many of their ships as we possibly can. There's still got invasion fleets in here. Oh, that's that one there that's been sort of spread out now all over the place. We've destroyed a lot of their troops then, just in that one fight. Anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow if you're around.